a day 24. Day 24 is a 24/6, which is again about responsibilities, it's about service, it's about fulfilling our purpose. So this morning I was thinking, or not thinking, as I was running, I was aware of day 24 and the insights about day 24, and the phrase that came was, there will always be I can't. Forever there will always be I can't. You know, there's big and small. So this morning as I went for a run, very easy to think, oh, I can't make it up this hill, or or even before that, oh, I can't run today, I'm too tired. And then on a bigger scale, then when we feel the push to make a change. So there's a difference between I can't, because it's not there yet. There's a process to undergo, and then when we're ready and we're still saying I can't. Thinking about my daughter, my youngest daughter, when she was little, she was very good at climbing, really good at climbing. She would be up onto a chair. I just really had to watch her, because she'd just go up, a ladder, whatever it was, she'd just climb it. But when it came to walking, she would take a couple of steps and she just looked terrified and would drop to sit down and then, kind of shuffle around or crawl. So she could speed crawl, climb. But if you stood her in the middle of the floor, she'd take a few steps and just terrified and drop to the floor. And I imagine we can't remember, can we? So there was a time when we couldn't walk. There was a time when we couldn't talk, and a time when we couldn't write, and all these things we do now. And I don't have a memory of when I couldn't walk and then when I could, when I couldn't crawl and then I could. I don't have a memory of not talking and then talking. However, we do see the process. So I absolutely saw the process for my youngest daughter, that she had to overcome the idea of being terrified of walking across the floor on her own. I imagine she has no idea. I'll have to ask her later. But for whatever reason, she could climb high. And, often we can see the frustration in children. We can see the frustration when they want to talk and they're trying to get a message across, and we have no idea what they're saying, because it just comes out as noise or sounds. And, we have to rely a lot on gesture or signs or body language, and so I think it's good to remember that there was a time when we couldn't do something, but for whatever reason, whatever it was in there that was absolutely determined. So determination is important, and life is training us all the time. It's training us to move past I can't. So, some things absolutely you can't change the colour of the grass. If somebody has passed away, you can't bring them back to life. There are things, if a situation's happened, some things are beyond your control. You can't, like I said before, go back into a time machine and change it. But there are many things that you can, and it's self-belief. It's the inner coach encouraging yourself to move past. So what it was when we were small that helped us, obviously the encouragement of our parents, hopefully, and then the drive, the desire to get up and walk, and so that bigger vision, that ability to see why, to understand that you know, so like when we're little, that you'll be crawling around forever. If you don't get up and walk, if you don't learn how to do it, then you'll be crawling around forever. And as we get older, I suppose it becomes more refined. So the things that we're wanting to do, but that idea, and I'm pointing to the solar plexus because it's in the solar plexus, I can't. So this solar plexus is I can do this. I can move through this. And what we all know, you know, into adulthood, that there are times when life hits you hard. It knocks you down. And the only person that can get you back up is you. And sometimes you've got to dig deep. You know, sometimes that what it takes from within to do that I can is big, and nobody else necessarily sees that. Not obvious to anybody else, you know, or maybe obvious, but that feeling, we can't articulate that. It's very hard to formulate that feeling and express it, or for somebody else to feel what it is, because we're all different, and our I can'ts are different. So for some of us, you know, certain things, a walk in the park, quite easy. You know, it's very difficult to understand why somebody is saying I can't, because it just seems so simple. And for others, it's something different. So our compassion to ourselves and others is to understand this, that our I can'ts, that's not easy to say, vary. They vary. However, not good to stay in I can't. Not good to stay in that mindset. The I can't mindset is not a growth mindset. It's not your becoming. It's not true. And it feels uncomfortable because it's not true. And so, you know, part of these days, you know, I'm aware of that, you know, the mindset and the ability to move through the mindset varies too. So the Qigong exercise that I'm going to do is from the Lotus Flower Qigong, and it's about opening the mind. So we use the energy, because sometimes it's very hard to see that bigger picture. Sometimes it's very, very hard when the I can't is really strong and the ideas or the mindset is painful. It's really hard to think I can. Just even to think I can. And even if somebody said to you, you can, you would come up with a million excuses why you can't, because it just is too hard. A bit like my daughter, just too terrifying. So we use the energy work. We use the energy to open the mind, to see I can, to change the thought processes, to understand that I can, that things will come in to assist the I can, you know, people will come in to encourage, or, you know, kind of you'll just find ways, or you'll stumble across a piece of writing, or listen to a piece of music. There are things coming at us all the time to assist with I can, to assist with that empowerment, to assist moving over that obstacle. But if we keep looking at I can't and stay in the mindset of I can't, then you can't, because that's your belief, that's what you're saying, that's it, that's what you're looking at. So the ability to look beyond, to look broader, to rise above that mindset, to rise above the pain is really, really important, but not easy to do. So the energy work is to assist the movement, whether it feels like you're doing anything or not. My experience is it absolutely works. So no harm in trying. Okay, or no harm in doing. Okay, so just feet together. And the breath. Day one, the beginning. The number one tool in every occasion is the breath. Absolutely is the breath. So breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your nose. And bringing your awareness to your centre, the place within that's always peace and calm. Always peace and calm. Okay, so fingertips out to the side, gently closing your eyes. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Seeing if you can connect to that place within you that has everything you need to navigate your life. Everything you need to move past any obstacle. And so allowing the breath to connect you with those qualities, those tools. And from here, being aware of the soles of your feet. Roots from the soles of your feet going deep down into the earth, anchoring you down. The roots moving through the layers of the earth towards the molten lava at the centre, where the tips of those roots touch the molten lava. And as you breathe in the energies of the earth, the qualities of the earth, up through your roots, up through the soles of your feet, towards the heart centre. And at the heart centre, the energies open and expand, and you breathe with the earth energies, the qualities of the earth, the yin. So you breathe in replenishment, nourishing, nurturing, comfort, soothing, kindness, self-compassion. And as you breathe out, let the earth hold you. Then with the mind's eye, gaze upon a star, starlight dusting down upon you, shimmering and shining over the surface of your skin, entering down through the crown of your head, down to the heart centre where the heart opens and relaxes with the energies of heaven. The energies of heaven are yang, so breathing heaven's qualities into your being. So breathing in wisdom, knowledge, understanding, courage, resilience, fortitude, strength, faith and trust. And as you breathe out, allowing heaven to hold you. So heaven and earth meet at your heart centre with your true, authentic self. Feel the energies of the earth flowing up through the soles of your feet, the energies of heaven down through the crown of your head. And beautifully interacting with the energies of your soul. Softening the knees, stepping out into Tai Chi stance. And we'll just turn to start with, just turning side to side. Energies coming up through the bubbling springs, crown of the head pulled up to heaven. And just turning from the dantian, so just turning from here. Shoulders are relaxed, upper body soft and relaxed, but from the waist down, strong, rooted. And just let the arms fold across the lower body. So bringing in some energy. So rooting into the earth, grounded, safe, secure, stable. Crown of the head connected to heaven. So faith, trust, wisdom. Connecting already with that higher vision. So rising above what is, the isness. Not looking at I can't. Okay, touch the shoulder at the front, the kidneys at the back. So as we turn, we help to free the energies up in the physical body. The energies often accumulate, get stuck in certain areas. Then those areas become our weakness, our weak points. So we want the energies to move freely through the body, back down to the waist. just tapping in front and behind at the dantian. So lower abdomen, lower back. So waking up the seat of health and vitality. Waking up your true nature. Okay, and back to the centre to hold, so palms facing. Breathe in here, relax the shoulders back and down. Just soft bend in the knees as if you're sat on a space hopper. So the energy is supporting you, elbows out to the side. Okay, so bring the hands into prayer position. Turn, lift to the third eye, forehead open, rainbow down. Breathe in. Open, breathe out down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So clearing the clutter from the mind. Breathe in. Breathe out. Clearing the I can't thoughts. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Allowing you to see a clearer path. Let a clearer vision come in. So again, between 9 and 21 times. Better to do something than nothing. But just let the energy do the work. Let the movement do the work. Opening and rainbow down. So the I can often brings fog, like muddy waters. It's very hard to see past. It's very hard to see the path. So we allow the fog to clear. And we move past the I can't. Okay, and gently bring the feet together. Breathe in, gather. Breathe out, push down to the solar plexus. Breathe in, breathe out, push down to the base. Breathe in, gather. Breathe out, push down to the solar plexus. Breathe in, breathe out, push down to the base. Breathe in, gather. Breathe out, push down to the solar plexus. Breathe in, breathe out, fold in. And again, with all the Qigong exercises, you can stay like this and just absorb the feeling. So the energy shifts from before you do the exercise to afterwards. And so more centered. Okay, release the hands. Okay, so accepting the the feeling I can't, and then utilizing the energy work and understanding that it's the mind that says I can't. It's an idea, it's a thought, and it's an uncomfortable feeling, but not true. Enjoy.